Good morning if you're watching this live. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep if you're watching this live. It's 5:30 a.m. Eastern time. I got behind schedule this week. Usually I do this on Monday afternoon or Tuesday, but I got behind schedule. I have a lot of school to do, but we are here. It's time to deep dive the 6K range for the Bermuda Championship, and this whole field is the 6K range. Let me just say that. I'm sorry, I'm in a new spot. I've resorted to the couch. It's so early. I'm tired. But we have work to get done, and we're going to get that work done. So yeah, this whole field is 6K range. This is going to get ugly. I'm gonna do as many names as I feel is right, and let's find. We've been doing really well, by the way, with these 6K names. Deep diving them fairly in depth as I should, and finding the names that we feel right. So let's do it for this field. Like I'm just gonna tell you right now, there's gonna be names that you've never heard of. There's gonna be names that you're like, what's going on? You're gonna look at the 9K range, you'll be like, these are usually 6K players. Like Denny McCarthy is the second highest priced player. Whatever. It is what it is. We're gonna find names and we're gonna win money this week. Let's get to it. Okay, let me flip this around. That works. No, that works. Whatever. All right, Aaron Baddeley, first name we're gonna look at. He is. Let's see what he's been doing. 36 at the T36 at the Fortinet. Um, yeah, nothing to really write home about Aaron Baddeley stat wise. I'm actually gonna look at this range heavily, like 100 to 150, and because I think ball striking approach is to be specific is going to be so huge this week, especially if the winds pick up. I want a guy who is just so good tee to green because I can see this being -8 to -11 rather than -15 to 16, what we've seen. So I want someone who's a stud in these two ranges, or at least with his wedges in general, and has good approach and tee to green numbers. So Bradley doesn't really check those boxes for me. He finished second. Nope. He played here 2021 and missed the cut. All right. See if we can find anyone else who's at least playing good, has some course form. I'm gonna let's all right, let me put this in. Um Camilo Villegas, he's obviously a Spanish guy, island golfer, hasn't played on tour in a while. Has a 34th and a 55th the last two seasons. Um Besides that, nothing to write home about. Um all right, let's look for someone else who I feel like is fit. Chad Ramey, 69th and a 28th. Let's see what he's been doing. Let's bring up Ramey's profile from ball striking, strokes gain wise. Chad Ramey. I like I said, his win at Puerto Rico last year was so fluky. Finished 17th here last year. I don't love any of these numbers really. Loser on approach. No, I don't like it. Let's look at last year. Better, but no. All right. Michael Kim, a guy who's been a stud, but he has not figured it out in tour yet. He's missed his last three cuts and he's missed the cut his last two times here. But he's played it, which is kind of interesting. Let me look. Um he's not hitting the ball well. Yeah, he's not hitting the ball well at all. Augusto Nunez, don't know much about him. Let's deep dive him, see what we can find. Augusto Nunez, a guy who's missed his first three cuts, hasn't really been hitting it well, and he has never played here before. Eric Barnes, a guy who is risen in price the last few weeks. He's made one out of his first three cuts on PGA Tour. He's never played here before. Now we're starting to get stat profiles for these guys. Does he do anything specifically well that we want to look at? Um, Nothing really. Decent on approach, decent driving distance, but don't think there's anything I want to look at here with this guy. Um, Jonathan Bird. He's played here his last 3 seasons. He made 2 out of 3 cuts. But is he in a right state to make a cut in this trip? Let's look. So, withdrew from the KFT champ, 34th at the second KFT event. So, let's look last year when he made this cut. Was he coming in any form? That was 2021. 2021 Bermuda. Cut 59.34. A little bit better form than he is now. I don't really think Jonathan Bird is the play. Okay. 6'8". It's crazy. Philip Knowles. Missed his last 2 out of 3 cuts. Never played here before. I'm actually gonna like sort this by stats. You know what we're gonna do? Because this is ugly. Actually, never mind. All right, Streb. Missed his last 3 cuts. He's 2 for 2 and made cuts here. Can we find something for Robert Streb? Stat wise. Not great with those wedges. Not great on Bermuda. Not hitting the ball good. Actually, he's not hitting the ball horribly. He's putting horribly. But he's not that bad of a putter. He's made 2 cuts here. I mean, this is the best I like so far. So I'm going to say 6'8" Streb is the best I like so far. All right, William McGirt made the cut to Sanderson. Never played here. How did he make that cut at the Sanderson? Was it all but the putter? Probably was. Oh, see, I'm out of it. McGirt. It was with the putter. Yeah, it was. I don't expect to see him play well here. Brian Gay, 12th, first, third. Everyone's going to play him in this range, so I will just play the leverage and not play him. David Lingworth missed 3 straight cuts, made the cut here last year. He is a bomber. How has he been hitting the ball? Decent wedge numbers. I can get behind that. We know he's a bomber. Show me something on Bermuda. It's his best surface. Okay. He's not hitting the ball well, but at the core, he's a good fit for this. So David Lingworth, I actually like. It's 6'7". 6'7" Ling. All right. Josh Vanderlaan, 6.7. He's got to be a DP World Tour guy because he has no recent. Let's look. Just not in this field. Not coming up. Okay. Scotty Guts, my guy. Played here last year, finished 39th. I like him on courses that require long irons, to be honest. He's not bad with the wedges at all. He's actually just a good, solid ball striker, which is what I'm looking for, honestly. But he's in horrible form. Horrible form. Hasn't played since September. He played here once. I like Lingworth better. Sean O'Hare finished 22nd here last year. Has Sean O'Hare been doing anything? O'Hare. I'm going to go back to this. Sean O'Hare. Missed the cut at the Alfred Dunhill. Then a 14th and 46th in Corn Ferry. That's pretty decent. Just no stats, and I don't want to play too many guys on here. I like Lingworth at 6'7". See if we can find anyone else in the 6'6", 6'7" range real quick. Um, okay. I'll just list some guys off for now, and then pull them up if I feel like they deserve to be pulled up. Sung Yul No, 30th year last year, hasn't played since the Fortnite where he missed the cut. That's a guy I kind of am interested in looking at. No. Okay. Sung Yul No, decent with his irons last year. I want to look at the stat splits now. He pops on approach. Are we gonna get a pop week? How is he in Bermuda? He's kind of a gainer, and he played here before. What price is he at? 6'7"? No, I don't want to. I like Lingmirth. So anyone else at 6'7"? No. Okay, let's look at the 6'6s. Brandon Matthews, absolute bomber, but he's horrible at everything else. Never played here before. He might hit the ball too far for this course. Get caught up in the wind. Don't like Brandon Matthews. Brent Grant, 3 straight missed cuts. Never played here before. Let's look at Grant, see if we find a golfer profile that we want to back. So, look, we have 2 guys up top. I want to keep this as short as possible within, as compact as possible. I don't want to get too carried away in this range or the 6K range because it's going to be such a mess. We find our guys, we run with them. So it's Shreb and Lingmirth for now. See if we can find anyone 6'6". Kevin Chappell. That's a name. He's a bomber. Hasn't made a cut so far this season, and I don't think he's played it before either. Let's look at Kevin Chappell. I'm gonna look at his stats split from last year. They were tough, I believe. Yeah, just an all around not good. Just hasn't gained strokes to the field since the Barbasol, which is kind of a similar field. I mean, the dude didn't even play well on the Corn Ferry Tour when he went either. So I like my guys up top better. Okay. Kevin Roy played the Shriners, the Sanderson, and the Fortinet, so we might have a decent strokes gain profile for Kevin Roy. Let's look. Kevin Roy hasn't done well. That's one thing, but he was doing really good in this court to finish the Corn Ferry Tour season, from the 6th place finish in May to this 14th place finish in August. That was legit golf. Small gainer on approach. That's kind of interesting. Small gainer on approach. How is he from tee to? How is he off the tee? Not great. I don't want to do the Kevin Roy thing. I just don't want to do it. This is what I am debating Kevin Roy at 6 a.m. Yeah, this is what frustrating. Whatever. All right, now we're into Nicholas Lindheim is a guy that pops up for me from time to time, and I want to see why. Nicholas Lindheim. Is it the driving? Bermuda? Maybe it's the Bermuda putting. Missed his first 2 cuts, and he hasn't putted well. So maybe he can get back to his baseline in Bermuda. Hit it well once. This is okay. If we can match this up together. Has he played here before? Has Nicholas Lindheim played here before? No. If he would have had one course history, I would have been fine. Okay. Scott Brown last played the Wyndham, finished 36th, and he finished 39th here last year. I'm gonna look at Scott Brown's splits from last season. See how he hit the ball. Scott Brown last season didn't play enough to register stats. He's decent on Bermuda. Didn't play well in the Corn Ferry Tour. Vaughn Taylor missed the cut to Sanderson. Missed the cut here last year. finished 40th the year before. Taylor might be a guy who could pop with the wedges. Let's look. T12 with the Corn Ferry Tour championship. Okay, he's good with his middle irons. Really good. Really damn good with those middle irons. Wow. And he's a decent total driver. How is he on Bermuda? Show me something. He's a gainer on Bermuda. I'm going to have to play Vaughn Taylor at 6'5". I'm going to have to do it. 6'5", 6'6", Taylor. So now we have a guy at 6'8", 6'7", and 6'6". Let's move down to 6'5", and look at Chris Stroud, my boy Dom's guy. Chris Stroud, 67th at the Sanderson, 43rd at the Fortinet. So that's 2 made cuts. And he missed the cut here last year. But how was the form coming in here last year? If we're seeing some good form, okay, so that's decent form coming in here at coming in this year, this compared to last year. Bermuda. He had nothing going for him last year. Now he has something, and he made the cut. I like that. Chris Stroud at 6'5". Yeah, we've got 4 guys to play. Let's go. All right. Yeah. Cody Gribble, 30th at the Sanderson. I don't know if we're gonna have enough stats to play him. Cody Gribble. Damn, he hit the ball really well at the Sanderson. I'll go with Stroud though. Dylan Wu, a guy who is better than this price. 67 at the Sanderson, but doesn't have much upside. He made the cut here last year. Actually, I want to look at Dylan Wu's profile because if he shows me anything with his wedges, which I don't think he will, I might be able to get behind him. Damn, it's a lot of red. Nah, nothing I really want to see there. Eric Cole, a guy that popped for me, probably was the Bermuda putting. Now that I think about it, why he popped for me. Let's look, which I'm not that big on this year. I mean, in this event, because I think ball striking is at a paramount, especially if the wind picks up. Harry Higgs, the guy who finished second here last year, and the stats are not going to pop off the page, but I like Harry Higgs in difficult conditions, and this could get tough. That's all I'll say, but I'm not going to play him. Kim Swan is like the club pro here. I don't know why he's 6'5". Don't play him. Tano Goya is a guy I want to deep dive. 2 out of 3 made cuts here. 2 out of 3 made cuts to start the season. And he's looked okay. The numbers won't say so. He's kind of done it off the tee and putting, but he's a Argentinian guy. He's used to playing in like these conditions, I would assume. Let me pull him up again. I want to see if any splits exist for him. Hasn't putted well in Bermuda thus far. He's okay with his wedges. What is his price? 6'5". I'll take Chris Stroud at 6'5". All right, we'll move on to the 6'4" and below. Let's wrap this up. This is a mess. Bill Haas hasn't played since the Wyndham, and he missed the cut here last year. No reason for me to get to him. Caleb Surratt. Don't know anything about him. Doesn't have enough. Let's see if we can find anything about Surratt. Caleb Surratt. He has 0 data. Do what you want with that. Carson Young. 1 out of 3 made cuts this year. Never played. Carson Young is a loser off the tee. As a loser on approach. Gains on the putting greens. Never played here before. Okay. David Hearn finished 39th, 8th, 8th. So, if people are going to play him, no. But that's similar course history to someone that everyone's going to play in Brian Gay. David Hearn. Wow. So, 2021, 2021 Bermuda, 39th. Coming in with 58th cut, 58th. 2020 Bermuda. 2020 Bermuda, 8th. Coming off cut, 52nd, 23rd, 57th. Better that year. 2019 Bermuda. 2019 Bermuda. 8th, coming off a cut, 52nd. I don't want to do it, but I don't hate it. He hasn't played in so long. When's the last time this guy played? The Utah Championship in August, where I'm off that. Okay. Grayson Murray hasn't played since the Wyndham. Never played here before. Grayson Murray was kind of popping late in the last season, or at least in one event. What was he on TV for? And then he snapped his club. Look, he had won. I think the U.S. Open. He finished 63rd, so that might have been why he was on TV. Withdrew and missed the cut at the last two Boise events, maybe, and he hasn't played since then. Last two Corn Ferry events. Okay. Kevin Tway Akshay Bhatia is projected to be 12%. Just you can never play someone at that price who's 12%. I think I bet him outright, but I'm not playing him in DFS because that's just ridiculous. Kevin Tway, bomber, 4 straight missed cuts, but he played here once and finished 40th. Kevin Tway, show me something with your wedges, bro. Hasn't gained an approach since the Wyndham. Wedges, okay, that's one. Travelers made the cut, wedges. His last 2 made cuts were wedge fest. Let me look. If the numbers don't make me vomit on his wedges from last season, okay, they don't make me vomit. How's he in Bermuda? Loser, but he's played here once. Okay, Kevin Tway, I could do it. Kevin Tway, Scott Holgers, we're doing it. Kevin Tway, we're doing it. At 6'4". So we have a guy from 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", 6'5", and 6'4". 6'4" Tway. All right. Let's look at the 6'3" guys. If there's anyone else I want to look at 6'4". Nick Echeverria. Look at him. This guy. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Corn Ferry Tour guy. Hasn't played. No, he has. Why are this weird? Okay. Clay Fiegler. No, hasn't played here before. Hasn't played on the PGA Tour yet. No. Kyle Westmoreland. Good story. Made the cut at the. What event was this that he made the cut at? Made the cut at the Sandy F, where he gained on approach. Don't like it. Max McGreevy at 6'3". That's what I'm going to like, I think. Okay, Max McGreevy. Crazy price. Oklahoma guy. Good on Bermuda. Good with his wedges. Really good with his wedges. And I played him at the Wyndham, and he finished 5th for us. Hasn't played well since, but we're getting a similar short course Bermuda. Max McGreevy, 6'3". Welcome to it. Welcome to the squad. All right, let's look at someone from 6'2". Probably don't even need anyone. We have 5 guys. So now let's just go down and see if I like someone at 6'2" or below. That the last person to make a cut in this that I'm seeing, at least recently, is Richie Wierenski. And the last person to have a course history is Nick Watney at 6'2", made the cut last year, but he's playing horrific right now. Actually, let's look at Watney. Nick Watney playing bad. Yes, very bad. But he made the cut here last year. Ryan Brem, he's played here twice and made 2 cuts. That's interesting because Ryan Brem has 1 career win, and it is in horrible conditions. Horrible conditions at the Puerto Rico Open. But he was coming in from the Corn Ferry Tour. Playing okay, like he was gaining strokes. Now he's kind of losing strokes all over. And I don't want to do the Ryan Brem thing. Okay. Anyone down here that's made a cut? Trevor Warblow finished 77th at the Shriners, where he did it around the green. I don't know how he made this cut. And yeah, I don't know if there's anyone else down here you could want to play. Richie Owensky at 6'1", kind of I can get behind. He's a name that is better than this price for sure. Need someone at 6'1", I think play Richie Owensky. Oh, that's Michael Owensky. All right, Richie Owensky. He's been bad since he won the Barracuda. He hasn't gained an approach since the Wyndham. Okay, that's wedges. Bermuda, he putt well. Actually kind of like Verwinski at 6'1", and he never played here before. But okay, that was that Wyndham he did well. So if we're doing the Wyndham thing, I don't hate Verwinski at 6'1", but I don't think I need to get down here. So that about wraps it up. That was 30 minutes of me deep diving this crazy good event. I will list off the names that I like in the 6K range. We like Robert Shreb at 6'8". We like David Lingmerth at 6'7". We like Vaughn Taylor at 6'6". We like Chris Stroud at 6'5". We like Kevin Toy at 6'4", and Max McGreevy at 6'3". Thank you for watching. Catch you next time.